It's been a month since Charlie Kirk was killed. Everyone says it's solved. But I'm going to show you shocking evidence the government is lying, and I can prove it. September 10th, 2025 was like any ordinary Tuesday morning at Utah Valley University campus. Students were going to classes, chatting with friends. No one knew that in a few hours they would witness one of the most shocking events in history. Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, was the founder of Turning Point USA. That day, he was excited to be on campus. This was the first stop of the American Comeback Tour. Thousands of young people had gathered to hear him. Around noon, he took the stage under a large tent set up outdoors. The crowd applauded. Charlie was throwing T-shirts, laughing. A student asked a question about mass violence incidents. Charlie began to answer. At that moment, a single bullet came from a rooftop 142 meters away. Blood spurted from Charlie's neck. Panic erupted. People started running. Screams rose. Security guards rushed over, but it was too late. The suspect was already gone. 2 days later, Tyler Robinson was arrested. 22 years old, a young man living in Utah. He was charged with 7 counts. Prosecutors sought the death penalty. The official story was simple. Tyler Robinson was a lone gunman. In messages to his lover, he said, "I hope to keep this secret until I died of old age." He did it for his transgender boyfriend. The indictment had everything. The murder weapon, a .30-06 bolt-action rifle, bullets engraved with transgender ideology, photos from security cameras, Discord messages where Tyler Robinson confessed everything. It looked like a solid case. Murder weapon present, video present, confession present. But what I'm about to show you will shock you. There are serious problems at the foundation of this case. This is where everything changed. Charlie Kirk was under the tent. The suspect was on the roof, 142 meters away, 2 football fields distance. Authorities made an announcement. The murder weapon is a .30-06 caliber rifle. But gun experts immediately reacted. Impossible. This doesn't make sense, because the .30-06 is a huge gun, very powerful, designed to shoot large animals like deer and bears. Candace Owens, the famous journalist and independent investigator, was conducting her own investigation. And this week, she dropped a bombshell. She announced she received information that the bullet fragment removed from Charlie Kirk's body was not from a .30-06. According to information from her sources, that bullet came from a different gun, a different caliber, completely different weapon. Owens hasn't presented evidence yet, hasn't shown documents, but she's saying the exact opposite of law enforcement, and this is a very serious claim. Either Owens is lying or the FBI is lying. Both can't be true at the same time. Someone must be lying. Let me show you a test video. A gun expert is testing the real power of a .30-06 bullet, .30-06 bullet, 150 grain weight, tremendous muzzle velocity, incredible energy. These numbers may not mean anything to you, but the result is this. This is a powerhouse weapon. A gel head is used in the test environment, simulating a human head, mimicking flesh and bones. The expert adjusts the distance, carefully takes aim, holds his breath, pulls the trigger. Bang! The head literally explodes, completely shatters, gel scatters everywhere. The back of the head completely disappears. Horrific damage, total destruction. Now, do you understand why gun experts find this story unbelievable? Did you see that horror? The shape of Charlie Kirk's wound doesn't match the damage you'd see from a .30-06 at all. If Charlie Kirk was really shot with this massive weapon, several things would have had to happen. First, his head would have exploded. Not just a wound, but a complete explosion. Second, people in the front row would have been covered with internal organs, blood, and tissue. Third, the bullet would definitely have passed through his body and hit people behind the tent. But none of this happened. None of it. Even stranger, there's camera footage showing the back of Charlie Kirk's head. Only a few people have seen this footage. The FBI, the investigation team, and a few officials. According to reports, there's something shocking in that footage. No exit wound, No wound where the bullet exited the body. Turning Point USA officially confirmed this on X.com. The organization's statement clearly stated, no exit wound was detected. Even the surgeon who operated was shocked, confused. His bone was so healthy and dense, like the man of steel. Under normal circumstances, especially with such a powerful bullet, it should have passed through. Do you know where the forensic expert found the bullet fragment? Just beneath the skin. In the skin, on the surface, a millimeter deep. It didn't even really enter the body. It was just sitting under the skin. So the official story is exactly this. The 30-06 bullet, that massive, powerful, explosive bullet, entered Charlie's neck. The bones acted like steel plates and stopped the bullet just beneath the skin. Remember the test video? That explosive, destructive power? Would that force stop in a person's neck? Is it physically possible? Of course not. Think about the test video again and tell me if this explanation is nonsense. The gel head flew into the air. But Charlie Kirk's neck bones stopped that bullet? It's not believable. I think the claim that the 30-06 is the murder weapon is a complete lie. Either they're showing the wrong weapon or a completely different weapon was used. But this story doesn't make sense. One of the key points of the case is this. There are videos and photos of Tyler Robinson committing the murder. The FBI confidently said, "We identified the suspect from cameras. We know his every move, his arrival on campus, his climb to the roof, his escape. We see everything." TMZ, one of the leading names in media, published these images. Before and after images of the suspect announced to the whole world. The first video shows this. The suspect is walking in a neighborhood between houses toward the event area. The camera films him from behind. He's moving with calm steps, not in a hurry. But wait, look carefully. The person is limping. A strange walk. Why? Experts immediately explained, because he's carrying a rifle inside his pants. The weapon is bothering his leg, so he's limping. The next footage is completely different. The suspect is running in an open area, on grass. He jumped from the roof, running away quickly, moving away with fast steps, not looking back. According to the government, these are clear images proving the crime. Clear, obvious, indisputable. But wait, if you look closer, there are strange things, and these strange things may show that everything is a lie. First problem. Why were only fragments released? Think about it. Security cameras run 24 hours. They record constantly. But what did the FBI do? They didn't release the full footage. Only small fragments, seconds, short clips. Are there images of the suspect climbing the stairs? Yes, supposedly there are, but they didn't release the video. Instead, they released blurry frames, frozen photos. Why? Why aren't they showing the actual video footage? Isn't that strange? Very strange. These images were released during the manhunt. If they wanted to catch the person, wouldn't they release more and better quality footage? Shouldn't they show clear images so people could recognize the suspect? Second problem. The mysterious disappearance of the limp. In the first video, the person is clearly limping, dragging his right leg, struggling, moving slowly. But what do we see in the photos? The person isn't limping. In one frame, his left leg is bent. In another frame, his right leg is bent. If he's limping because of the rifle in his pants, shouldn't the limp be consistent? But why does his limp appear on different legs in different pictures? It doesn't make sense. Either the person in the first video is different, or the person in the photos is different, or the footage has been manipulated. Third problem. Where's the rooftop footage? According to the FBI's statement, Tyler Robinson climbed onto the roof, assembled the weapon from its parts, carefully took aim, and fired. But where's the footage of those critical moments, those most important minutes? The FBI cuts the footage from before the shot. They don't release it. Supposedly, there's footage of the suspect preparing to shoot on the roof, but for some reason they're not releasing it. Why? Why do they need to hide that most important footage? The answer is simple. Because it would show there wasn't enough time to assemble the weapon before the shot was fired. The official story is this. Tyler Robinson professionally disassembled the rifle, skillfully hid it in his pants, came to campus, climbed to the roof, reassembled the rifle with a screwdriver, took aim, fired, then jumped from the roof and hid the weapon somewhere. How many minutes does this story require? At least 10 to 15 minutes. But what do the timestamps say? The timestamps show he started running at 12:23, right after the shot. If he's running at 12:23 and the shot was at 12:23, when did he assemble the rifle? When did he disassemble it? There's no time. He couldn't have disassembled it. Time is physically insufficient. Fourth problem, the Dairy Queen photo mystery. 6 hours after the shooting, there's a security camera photo taken in the evening hours. Tyler Robinson at a Dairy Queen at a fast food restaurant, relaxed, calm, getting ice cream like a normal customer. Now, let's put two photos side by side and compare. The photo of the suspect on the roof and Tyler's photo at Dairy Queen. The first thing I notice, these are clearly not the same hat. The person on the roof's hat is a different model, a different shape, a different style. The Dairy Queen hat is a different style. Did he take off one black hat to put on another black hat? Why would he need to do that? Why is he wearing a different hat? It makes no sense. Actually, if you look closer, these don't even look like the same person. Different facial features, different body structure, different postures. Even stranger, FBI Director Kash Patel is extremely angry at his team because of this photo. Very angry. The New York Times, from the newspaper's respected sources, reported this. In an online meeting with 200 agents, Kash Patel went ballistic because agents in Salt Lake City waited nearly 12 hours to show him the photo of the suspected killer. He yelled in the meeting, demanded accountability, reprimanded them. This is very strange. Why did the agents wait 12 hours? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't they immediately release the suspect's photo? In a situation where they're racing against time to catch the criminal, why did they need to wait 12 hours? There's a theory. Were they using that time to manipulate the photo? Were they editing the images to frame Tyler Robinson? 12 hours is enough time to Photoshop, alter, fabricate a photo. In one of the clearest videos, a viewer says, "There's someone on the roof, I'm telling you." Candace Owens spoke with the person who filmed this video. The eyewitness yelled at police, "This is the wrong person." I saw this person with my own eyes. You have the description completely wrong. The person you're looking for is wearing tactical gear and is young. I watched him run away quickly after firing. Kaylee B. wrote on YouTube, "I was listening to the police scanner after Charlie was shot." The description, black pants, black tactical vest, black mask, was exactly the same as what the dispatcher gave to police. I recorded it. The recording exists. Suspect will be wearing all black tactical helmet, black mask, tactical vest. Critical question. Why is the description police used that day different from the photo the FBI is now circulating? The police scanner says tactical equipment, helmet, vest. But the FBI's photos don't have any of that. Someone is lying. I need to say something important. These messages are being reported as SMS messages. This is wrong. These were Discord messages. Utah Governor Spencer Cox. Investigators asked if he would show them the Discord messages. The roommate opened his phone, allowed investigators to take photos of the screen. What does Discord messages mean? First, they can't be verified by cell phone data. SMS messages stay in the phone company's records. But Discord messages, only on Discord servers. They can be easily deleted. Second, they can be easily faked. Anyone could have sent messages in Tyler Robinson's name. Third, police took photos of the screen with their phones. They don't even have the original messages. FBI Director Kash Patel. We believe a written note existed, but the note was destroyed. We found forensic evidence of the note, so the note doesn't exist. Only its evidence supposedly exists. If we don't have the original note, there's no way to verify its authenticity. One more reason. The messages talk about engraved bullets. But Charlie Kirk wasn't shot with those bullets. If the bullets are fake, the messages are fake too. Let's look at the prosecution's case. Murder weapon, fake. Test videos show the 3006 would have caused much more damage. No exit wound. Surgeons don't believe it. Video footage, fake, cut up, fragmented, inconsistent limping, different hats. Eyewitnesses give different descriptions. Police scanner says tactical equipment, helmet, vest, but the FBI's photos don't have them. Message confessions, fake. Discord messages, photos taken from phone. Can't be verified. I don't see how they'll win this case against Tyler Robinson. In America, you must prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. I have a lot of doubt. I think Tyler Robinson was involved, but I don't believe he was the person who pulled the trigger. The evidence shows the lone gunman theory isn't correct. Kash Patel on X.com. We're investigating all theories, including where the shot came from, the possibility of accomplices. Even the FBI thinks other people were involved. My concern: if someone else committed the murder, I'm afraid someone will try to kill Tyler Robinson before trial. Tyler knows a lot. If he talks in court, he can tell everything. If they killed Charlie Kirk, what's stopping them from killing again? Investigations continue. The story the FBI is telling isn't true. Charlie Kirk deserves the truth. His family deserves the truth. I hope people continue investigating. Because if we stay silent today, bigger lies will come tomorrow. If the FBI manipulated here, they'll do it in other cases. Charlie Kirk must get justice. Real justice. The right person should be convicted. Do you believe the government's explanation? Did Tyler really do it alone? Or is there someone else? Write in the comments. Maybe you noticed other things. I want to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This story isn't over. More information will come. More secrets will be revealed. Support the Kirk Unfiltered channel. Hit the like button. Share the video. Because mainstream media won't ask these questions. But we're showing them. Charlie Kirk deserves the truth. We won't stop until we find it. We'll keep investigating. Keep asking questions. This dark story will end with the truth. This was Kirk Unfiltered. Remember, don't accept anything without questioning. Always ask questions. Always seek the truth. The truth is out there somewhere, and we will find it. See you next time.